Well, good morning, friends. This is David, Dave's Raised Bed Garden. I want to give you a little quick tip today. I'm out at the garden. I just wanted to finish planting some things. I've been putting in all of my warm weather plants and everything, but I've kind of run out of room because I'm doing some strategic planting as far as what I'm doing. I'll be sharing those tips and everything that what I'm doing as far as in my garden. But I'm out here today. I actually have a few things that I want to plant, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about them. This is a new pepper. I actually put this on another video. We'll try to see if we can get it. This is called a Cajun bell. I've never grown these before. I like poblano peppers. They're a little bit sweet and a little bit spicy to a point. They're great for stuffing. You can cook them and bake them and do all kinds of things with them, but this is sort of like that. So it's a narrow, even though they call it a Cajun bell, it's not like your big bell pepper. It's a little bit smaller. So it's ideally, if you've ever seen or ever eaten a poblano, it's basically about that size, maybe just a little bit smaller, I'm not sure. But I'm going to plant these in what I call, these are my plant bags. I have some 10-gallon plant bags. These are what this size plant would need. I'm actually going to put them in there, so I just wanted to give you this tip. And I'm actually going to show you what I do with these, so it help you understand exactly how I do it and based on it, because these plants are loaded as far as they had a lot of little shoots on them, but the leaves go all the way down, and I don't want to put that in the ground, so I'm going to show you what I do and just give you an idea about how I plant them. And even if you're going to use something like this, the plant bags, you can do these in the garden beds, but you have to make sure that the container is big enough for the root base and everything, is what it allows it to do, the plant. So let me show you now. So these are the plants that I have, and these are, like I said, these are the Cajun bell. You will notice that the leaves go all the way down to these little cups that actually, when I purchased them, and they all go all the way up. I will be talking to you more about pruning. I'm actually going to take a few of these. I see these little, as far as these little shoots, little peppers and everything. I do not want those, because even though this plant has been in these little pots for some time through the germination and then also being allowed to grow, is that I don't want the focus to go on the little shoots or the flowers. I specifically want it to go on my plant and my root. So what I'm going to do is that normally, because if I put that in the ground, that would be about the depth of what you would do a seed. But what I want to do is I want it to double that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove these little leaves down here in the bottom. It's not going to hurt them. I'm just pinching them off. And I'm going to go up to where I think I need it to go. So I might take another one off here. And I'm going to take a total of 4, maybe 6 leaves. And it's not going to hurt it. Because when I put this in the ground, I say in the ground, but when I put it in these pots here, that what it's going to allow me to do, it's going to give me more space here. I'll be able to put this in the ground to there, and then I'll be able to allow it to grow, because you see where it splits here? This will actually grow taller. So that's specifically what I like to do as far as my plants. So I'm going to take, because normally in a regular pepper plant, you're going to get these, especially with the hot peppers. You will notice that this is the structure of how they look, that all the leaves go basically from the bottom all the way to the top, where your bell or your sweet peppers and everything may be just a little different. This plant here is actually a bell pepper. We had some rain showers last night, but this is a better bell. And I wanted to show you specifically. Now I have the leaves going all the way to the bottom, but what's different compared to that, see how the leaves are doubled up? There's a lot more, as far as foliage, a lot more thickness, a little thicker, a lot more growth. Now, these were probably all done about the same time. But you see, with these leaves, all I have are these down here. So specifically, all I'm going to take is 2 off of this plant, versus I have enough room to put that, because I can put the dirt to about right here, and that'll give me enough growth in these bags and everything. So I wanted to give you an idea specifically what I do as far as putting my plants in. I'll take the 2 small bottom leaves off, because I want to give it a little bit more room, that I can bury it a little deeper, and allows me to have more structure around the plant when it's growing, especially with the roots. So using the plant bags as I have right here, I'm going to turn it to this one so you can see a little bit better. The depth of this is over 12 inches deep. So with this, I have enough depth to be able to plant my peppers in here. Ideally, you want at least 8 inches. So I've got more than enough room. That's why I'm going to take these plants and actually put it in the soil or in the pot a little bit deeper. So as with all of my plants that I buy, you can see the roots that they went around the base and everything. I like to loosen mine up to give the roots a little bit more so they can go ahead and get acclimated to the soil. So basically what I do is I'm going to dig down into the soil about the depth that I'm looking at, which is about right there. And there we go. So now that I have that in there, now I have one of these and I'll continue on with my next plants. So moving on to the next bag. This is still the Cajun Bell. So what I'm doing is my plants are just a little bit. So I've got some young leaves. I've told you I'm going to prune these off. And then I'm just going to have to come down here and I'm going to take these off. Not as many, I don't think, because these ones over here, they're a little bit lower. So I'm just going to give this a little bit more room to grow, as we say. And I'll take that and I'll add that to that. So basically, like again, I just get the soil ready. The leaf doesn't matter. It's going to help it. It's going to break down. There's my plant. There's my dirt. The plant's all ready. So that's number 2. So I'll be able to do all these plant bags and I'll get these plants in here. It's something that I'm looking at. So I hope this is something you can use. Till next time, this is David, Dave's Raised Bed Garden. Keep planting, keep growing. God bless you and take care.